All right, y'all. So the second anniversary is about to start soon. We're about to get the live stream on Saturday at 7 a.m. in the morning. As of right now, I am going to call the Wi-Fi people another one, a different type of company today, and then I'm going to see if I can get them to come in either today, tomorrow, or on Friday. And that should be more than enough time for me to, let you guys know if we're going to be streaming or not. So I'm going to call them out today. I'm going to call them, tell them to come here, see what the situation is, and if they can come here, right, either by today, tomorrow, or Friday, I'll let you guys know in the next video, and I'll let you guys know if I'm going to be live or not for the anniversary. I really do want to be live for this anniversary because it is the biggest celebration in Nikke'S career and any game's career, right? The anniversary is a big moment, right? So I want to be live, so I'm trying my best to get it, done. But if you guys don't know, I'm putting out little guides for, some of the newer players, some of the players who are going to come into the game, some people who still need help, right? And in today's video, this could be helpful for all the players, maybe not, but it's basically, avoid these mistakes, right? The mistakes that you should be avoiding as a new player, mistakes that you should be avoiding as a, veteran player if you're still not aware, and all those little things. So I'm just going to start off with the simple basics and all that stuff. Now, before we start this video, let's try to get maybe 15 new subscribers, right? You guys subscribing helps me out. We are so close to 20,000 subscribers, right? We're almost 700 away. So if you guys could subscribe and support your boy, it'll be much appreciated. Your boy wanted to get 20,000 by the end of the year, and it looks like we're going to be able to do that with the support you guys have been showing me, so thank you. But let's get into the action video because we're a minute in and you guys haven't got no information from me. So the first mistake that a lot of people make are the levels, right? The levels in this game. So the one thing about levels is that, as you notice, my red hood currently has a yellow level, right? 336. It can go way higher than that, so I don't want you guys flaming me, Keck W. But 336, as you notice, the level is yellow, right? But if you look at my other characters here, they're all white, right? It says level 1 and it's white. And obviously I'm past level 200, which I believe that's where this starts to happen. But you only need to level up 5 characters in Nikke. You don't need to level up every single character you own. You only need to level up 5 characters, right? Obviously the characters that you should be leveling up are characters like this, where they have 3 stars, right? They have 3 full stars and they are an SSR. Those are the only characters you should be leveling up, but you need 5 of them, right? And the reason why is because any character that you get after that you do put into your synchro device that you can go to and the outpost, then put your characters in there, will match that level of the lowest character out of the 5. So let's say I have 4 characters level 180, but 1 character is level 170. Everybody in my synchro device would be level 170 because they follow the character of the lowest level, right? So it makes sense to level them all, kind of have the same level if you need to, but just only leveling up 5 characters. You don't need to level up 10 characters. You don't need to level up 20 characters. You don't need to level up every single character you have. Only level up, 5 characters, and again, they do need to be 3-star. They need to be 3-star SSR, right? You need 5 of them. It's a little wall thing in this game called the 160 wall. If you haven't hit it already, then basically when you get to level 160, you are not able to pass level 160 until you have 5 SSR characters that are 3-star, right? For the anniversary, you're going to get 1 for free, and for the last 3 anniversaries, you've already gotten 3 for free. So at that point, you're not even a newer player. But if you are a newer player, you're going to get 1 of them guaranteed for free just from the event, and then you can probably get the actual anniversary character 3-star as well. So I want to say that's 2. I don't know what's going to come with this anniversary besides those 2 facts right there, but you do need 3 SSRs, or you need 5 SSRs 3-star, right? And then again, they follow the character of the lowest level. Now, if you make a mistake and do level them up, you can restart the level, right? Under their level, it says level reset. I can't do it because this character is in the synchro device, but if you do level up more than 5 characters and you want your materials back, just click level reset and you can do it. It's only 10 gems. So that's all you guys need to know about the levels there. Now, this is a big thing that a lot of people do not understand, and that is obviously the mileage shop, right? For the mileage shop, this is not characters, right? You can buy characters here, but you have to have golden tickets, right? The only time you can buy characters in the mileage shop is if they show an icon like this, right? If they physically show an icon of the character in one of these boxes, that is the only way you're able to buy the character. Now, if you buy something like this that says a spare body, that's actually a dupe. It's a weird system, but it's kind of unique as well, right? Because you can actually buy a dupe for characters that you do not own, and then when you do eventually own them, you're able to actually, you know, already have a dupe for them. So when you are using your tickets, make sure you know what you're doing with them, right? Same thing with the selection box. This right here is buying the character, right? If it's golden tickets, that means you're buying the character. If it's silver tickets, that means you're buying a dupe, right? So anything that has these spare body parts, just anything in general that says spare body, that means that you're buying a dupe. So remember that when you're coming to the shop. Also remember that every, you know, 24 hours, this shop resets with some of the spare body, you know, body characters. Not every single character in the game is in the mileage shop, but there are some characters here that can help you. So again, going back to the 160 wall, if there are characters and you need dupes for them and they're potentially in this mileage shop, then by all means, you guys can go ahead and do that. But what you just need to know is that golden tickets are for characters to actually obtain and own the characters, and then silver mileage tickets are for dupes of the characters. You do not use silver mileage ticket and buy the characters, right? If you don't have Exia and you buy this, you're not getting Exia, you're getting a dupe of Exia before you even own Exia. I know it sounds very stupid, but that's just how it is. Now, another, you know, mistake that people make is their gems, right? Gems are so important in this game, and you should only be using your gems on banners. I do believe that 1,000,000%. I don't think you should be using your gems on refreshing your arena or refreshing the shop or stuff like that. Use your gems on nothing but, you know, the recruit, right? There are going to be times where you have to use like 50 gems if they have like one of those missions that say wipe out again. Then you use 50 gems for that, sure. If you need 10 gems to reset a level because you made a mistake prior, then sure. But other than that, do not be using your gems to, like, you know, buy anything outlandish. And like, for example, this right here, 200 gems for 5 of these tickets. Don't do that. 150 gems for 5 of mid-quality modes. Do not do that. Only be using your gems for either the wipeout if you have the mission, reset levels if you need to, but again, you should only be using your gems to summon for characters. You should only be summoning for these characters, and the standard, not the standard, advanced banners, limited banners like these, right, with the actual SSR, right? I don't think you should be using your gems for this, because you do get enough of these blue tickets throughout the entire game for you not to have, like, to use your gems here. If you want to use 150 gems, yeah, every single day, you can as well, but I personally just don't see the point of doing that on, you know, ordinary recruits, right? I would just personally just use your gems on these banners right here. Now, your boxes are another thing that you want to, you know, be keeping, right? And the reason why you want to keep these boxes is because you get more rewards from these boxes depending on your outpost level, right? That's why I always save my boxes, right? So right now, my current outpost level is 311, right? But I get more, obviously, rewards from my outpost if I am a higher level, because remember, these boxes right here they have a time on it, right? So for example, this one is 24 hours, right? So I would get 24 hours worth of rewards from that outpost defense from this box. That's literally what that means. So the higher your outpost level is, the more you're going to get. So if you do not need it right away, save these boxes until you need them, because as time goes by, you're going to be leveling up your outpost defense through your campaign, which is your story, and just basically that's the only way, really. Right, so only be using your boxes in your inventory if you definitely need it. But if you do not, don't just use it because you got it. Save it, because if you are level, let's say 100, right, and you don't need it, but then you do need it and you're now like a level 110, you're going to have gotten more rewards from it being level 110 than you would have of it being level 100, right? So be saving your boxes unless you do need it. Now, another thing is obviously if you're wondering why I have all these dupes in my shop, is because this is very, very important. Keep your dupes. A lot of you guys put your dupes in for characters that you will never use, and I mean that genuinely. Keep your dupes for the characters you're never going to use. If you notice, Signal is a character I have never used in my life. I've used Signal before, obviously, but I do not use Signal after, like, you know, trying them out, because I want to try out the characters, of course, right? The reason why you want to be keeping your dupes for characters is because there's a mission in the weekly where it says break a Nikke'S limit and reinforce their core 1 time. Basically what that means is feed a dupe 1 time. So by keeping all these dupes, it's basically an extra week for that mission, right? So as you see, Ray, I don't use Ray as much. I do have her, but when I need her, then I use her, right? But if I want to feed in Ray's dupe, even though I don't use her, I'm going to only feed it in when I'm trying to get that mission cleared, right? There's a lot of characters here that I do use, but I just don't need their dupes because they're not dupe dependent, right? But it just makes the most sense to keep your dupes of SRs and even SSRs just so that you're able to do that weekly. So that's one thing that a lot of people actually, you know, don't. They always question me, why do you have so much dupes in your box? It's specifically for that. This right here is a year worth of that mission being covered. And again, throughout that same year of me covering that one mission every single week, I'm going to be gaining more and more. So it does make sense for you to actually keep your dupes in your box, basically. Now, when it comes to your body label shop, there's only one thing you should be buying, and that is the high quality mode, right? Only use your body label currency on high quality modes. This is how you get SSRs, and this is probably the best way for you, especially if you are under the 160 wall. This is a good way for you to get additional dupes for characters that you do own, or even just new characters in general to kind of set up your wish list and stuff like that, which is I'm going to talk about in a second. But the only thing you should be buying from the body label shop is higher quality modes with your body labels. And then if we actually go to the arena one here, I want to talk about this. You should be buying this, the manufacturing arm and furnace. You should be buying this every single day, because the rewards you get from this, if I can show it, I have to go back, buy all these actually, right? From the very first one up to the, you know, the furnace. Every single thing that comes before the furnace, you should buy it, right, with your arena currency. But the reason why you want to get the furnace is because when you get a total of 100, then you are able to actually just randomly get an SSR T9, right? An SSR T9 manufacturing, you know, piece, which is very, very good, right? And not only that, you get to select which one you want. If you want a pilgrim one, you get to select it. So it makes a lot of sense that you're getting that every single day, because it's literally a godsend to Nikke, right? It's just a godsend. Next is your wish list. Now, if you are under the 160 wall, the only characters you should be having on your wish list are characters that you own, especially the characters that have dupes. And the reason why is because, again, when you're under the 160 wall or stuck at the 160 wall, what you're trying to do is surpass the 160 wall. The only way you're going to do that is by owning 5 SSR characters that have 3-star dupes in them. So you want to have every single character here that has a dupe on your wish list, and then after you've done that, add every single character here that you own that doesn't have a dupe. And then after that, if you still have like extra space, then by all means you can add in an additional character that you do not own. But if you are under the 160 wall, the only characters that should be on your wishes are characters that have dupes and characters that you own, right? But you want to prioritize characters with dupes. Once you've done that for each row, then you go with characters that you own, and once you've done that for each row, then you can go ahead and put in characters that you do not own if you have, you know, no extra slots. So what I mean by that, for example, is Tetra, right? If I have, let's say I don't have, you know, I only have these characters. I only have Alice, Leona, and Moran, right? As you see, 2 of them have dupes, so they're there. 2 of them don't have dupes or whatever. But if I don't have anybody else from the Tetra line, right, that has a dupe or another character I just don't own, then I'll just pick whatever character, because you kind of have to, right? So prioritize your dupes first, then the characters that you just own with no dupes, and then characters you don't own. Now, the final thing that you guys need to, you know, make sure you don't make a mistake on is simply doing your Tactics Academy, right? A lot of the game and a lot of the stuff actually unlocks at least the quality of life. I know it sounds crazy, but a lot of the quality of life stuff in this game actually does stem from your Tactics Academy. So make sure you're just doing your Tactics Academy, right? Try to get every single mission done as possible. This is what you want to be done first. I should have probably mentioned this at the beginning of the video, but this is what you want to be done as soon as possible, right? When you get to these stage levels and then you have these missions, try your best to complete these missions because you unlock a lot of great features from the Tactic Academy. You're going to get more slots for your synchro device. You're going to get more opportunities with your bulletin board, right? These are just simple things that you should already know about, but you're going to unlock a lot of quality of life stuff from your Tactics Academy. So make sure you complete as much as possible for your Tactics Academy. Now that should be it for, you know, just common mistakes that a lot of players make coming into Nikke. I know it's a mistake that I made a bunch when I started Nikke, and I know it's a mistake that a lot of you guys made when you guys started Nikke. So if there is anything else that you know, are concerned about and I didn't mention in this video, feel free to ask down below in the comments, and myself or someone from my community will help you guys out, right? We love helping each other out in this, you know, community. So go ahead and do that. Let me know what you guys need next. I am gonna again try my best to put out these guides, and I'm gonna now go give these Wi-Fi people a phone call, and hopefully they can come here by today or tomorrow so that I can then set up the Wi-Fi for the stream on Saturday. It's something I really don't want to miss, and I'm gonna let you guys know by tomorrow what's going on, right? But yeah, for now, it's your boy Zxous. Hopefully this was helpful. Again, let me know if you need anything. Let's try to get, I think, 15 subscribers I said, and 150 likes, I think. Other than that, I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.